And Jordan is one of the countries most affected by desertification. Once a very fertile land, Jordan is now one of the world's driest countries.
The Jordan River, where Jesus was baptized, has become the focal point of a mystery that has scientists worried and doubting the logic of it all. Their discoveries can affect the path of history. As we investigate this puzzling phenomenon, we discover a deeper concern that threatens the region's basic life, a catastrophic water crisis. Jordan is on the verge of collapse due to a combination of climate change, rising demand, and deteriorating infrastructure. In today's video, we will investigate the strange events at the Jordan River and shed light on the nation's imminent water catastrophe. Both Christians and Jews hold the Jordan River in high regard as a holy location. Its veneration dates back many millennia. It is significant in a lot of different religious organizations because it is a place where John the Baptist baptized Jesus. According to Jewish tradition, this is the point at which the Israelites entered the land that had been promised to them. It has evolved into a sign that represents both healing and optimism as the years have passed. Pilgrims from all over the world travel to the Jordan River to wash their sins away in its waters. Many people are under the impression that the holy water that comes from Jordan possesses amazing capabilities and can bestow blessings and bring about healing. This water has frequently been used by Christian leaders and communities, and it has been distributed to those who are ill and in need. It plays an important role in a variety of rituals, including baptisms, confirmations, and ordinations, among others. A significant number of Christians also conduct their private devotions at home using the water. So what makes the holy water from the Jordan River so special? What are the advantages of drinking holy water from the Jordan River? And how can you incorporate the holy water from the Jordan River into your daily life? These are the questions that will be investigated in depth throughout this blog post. A look back at the history of the River Jordan. One of the most sacred places in both Judaism and Christianity is located beside the Jordan River. It is thought that the river's waters have healing capabilities, and the river itself has been revered as a holy land for many generations. The River Jordan is another name for this body of water, which can be found in the Middle East. The river passes through the nations of Israel, Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon on its way to the Mediterranean. The length of the Jordan River is approximately 156 miles, and its breadth ranges from approximately 30 feet to 1,000 feet at various points. It receives water from a number of streams that flow into it, including the Yarmouk River, the Dan River, and the Zorita River. The river is referenced in the Hebrew Bible, and tradition holds that Joshua led the people of Israel through it and into the Promised Land at that location. In addition to being mentioned in the New Testament, it is supposed to be the location where John the Baptist performed the baptism that Jesus underwent. According to the Old Testament, a miracle took place at the river as a result of Jesus' cloak falling into the water during the ascension of the prophet Elijah to heaven. This event is described as taking place at the river. Elisha, who succeeded Elijah, was the one who picked up the cloak, and it was he who was able to cross the Jordan River on dry land after the waters had been divided by him. In addition, it is reported that Naaman, a general for the Syrian army, was able to recover from leprosy by immersing himself 7 times in the Jordan River. The Jordan River and its symbolic importance. As we've seen, the Jordan River has a long history that's full of a lot of interesting things. But what exactly does the Holy River mean to Jews and Christians? In the eyes of Christians, the Jordan River represents the location of Jesus Christ's baptism. In the Jordan River, as we discussed previously, John the Baptist was the one who baptized Jesus. This deed is an important milestone in Jesus' life, since it marks the beginning of his mission in its proper sense. Due to the fact that Jesus was associated with the Jordan River, this region came to be seen as particularly holy. A significant number of Christians are under the impression that the Jordan River possesses the ability to forgive people of their past transgressions. Because of this, a lot of people decide to get baptized in the Jordan River as a way to start their lives over and make a clean slate for themselves. Judaism places a significant emphasis on other aspects of the Jordan River as well. The Torah names it as one of the 4 rivers that are considered to be sacred. It is also the location where the people of Israel made their entrance into the land that they had been promised. The Jordan River is significant to Jewish people as a symbol of new beginnings, as well as hope and promise. It is also believed that the Holy Spirit can be found in the river. As a primary supply of water, the Jordan River, which has a connection to the Dead Sea, serves as a significant source of water for the countries that it travels through. The Jordan River is a source of water for a variety of uses, including agriculture, industry, and domestic consumption. A little less than 10% of Israel's total water requirements are met by the river. Since ancient times, it has served as a valuable resource. In days gone by, people would bathe in the river, wash their clothing in its waters, and utilize it to irrigate their crops. Even in modern times, the river serves as a significant source of water. In addition to that, it is a source of hydroelectric power, and its waters are utilized in agriculture and manufacturing. People go from all over the world to see the holy area that is located along the Jordan River, which is another reason why the Jordan River is such a popular tourist attraction. Additionally, it plays an important role in the ecosystem of the area. It serves as a habitat for the diverse collection of plant and animal species. There are 7 different native fish species that can be found in this well-known living water. The Jordan River is home to several species of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, and birds that rely on it for both food and refuge. The Jordan River is in jeopardy despite the fact that it is very important. It is contaminated with sewage, runoff from agricultural land, and garbage from industries. As a direct consequence of this, it is accumulating a greater amount of pollution and runs the risk of being unusable. The Jordan River provides the source of the sacred water. The areas upstream of human settlements are typically undisturbed by pollution, while the areas downstream of human settlements are polluted. There are some areas where the pollution is so severe that the water should not be used for human consumption. It is still regarded as holy ground, despite the fact that it is polluted. Baptisms and other forms of religious observance sometimes involve the use of holy water, which is drawn from the pool of blessed living water. In addition, persons, homes, and other things can be blessed with holy water taken from the Jordan River. As was indicated, many individuals believe that it possesses the ability to absolve people of their sins. The holy water that comes from Jordan is an extremely potent and important resource. You need to keep a few things in mind if you plan on making use of the water if you want to avoid any problems. Make sure that the source from which you obtain the holy water can be trusted. Because there are numerous goods on the market that claim to be blessed water but are actually fakes, it is vital to exercise extreme caution. Only a small amount of the holy water should be consumed. You don't need to completely submerge yourself in the holy water in order to reap the rewards of drinking it. Just a few drops will do the trick. There are several applications for holy water to be considered. You can use the holy water to bless yourself, your home, and your possessions by pouring it over the appropriate areas. Baptisms and other forms of religious observances are also appropriate settings for the use of holy water. No matter how you decide to put the holy water to use, you will be drawing from a resource that is both potent and significant. Water is a rare and valuable resource that has the potential to bestow favor and prosperity on anyone who consumes it. Holy water from the Jordan River has several benefits. You might be curious about the benefits of drinking holy water that comes from the Holy Land. You must keep in mind that this priceless water is not magic. It will not provide answers to all of your questions or make all of your desires come true. Those who put their faith in it, however, will be showered with blessings. The following is a list of some of the advantages that holy water can offer. Transformative experience of one's life. After drinking the water, a great number of people have reported having profoundly transformative experiences. Some of these experiences include having a renewed sense of optimism, while others include growing closer to both Jesus Christ and God. A feeling of tranquility and peace. Those who utilize it can also experience increased levels of serenity and composure as a result. Those who are going through a difficult time in their lives might benefit tremendously from this in particular. It has been known for generations as a source of peace, and the holy water that comes from there can bestow the same advantages on those who drink it. Jordan's water crisis, a survival battle. Behind the unexplained phenomena that have been taking place along the Jordan River lies a terrible reality. Jordan is in the midst of a serious water shortage. The nation, which is already among the driest in the world, is struggling to cope with dwindling water resources, a fast expanding population, and the effects of climate change. The Jordan River, which was once a raging torrent, is now reduced to a trickle before it reaches the retreating Dead Sea. Those upstream, like Israel and Syria, have used water for their own needs, leaving those downstream to struggle to acquire their fair share of the resource. Jordan's precarious existence is directly related to the country's over-reliance on subsurface aquifers, as well as its ineffective water management techniques. 60% of the country's water supply originates from aquifers that are now being depleted at a rate that is greater than the rate at which they can naturally be refilled. The expanding population, as well as the increased need for water, places a substantial amount of pressure on the government to provide for the water requirements of its citizens. However, remedies to the situation are frequently prohibitively expensive and are primarily within the financial means of the well-off, leaving the underprivileged to bear the brunt of the effects of water scarcity. The severe lack of available water in Jordan has resulted in a number of far-reaching implications. Families have no choice but to restrict water and rely on the government as well as commercial companies who deliver water tankers. The most vulnerable segments of society, however, are the ones who are forced to face the brunt of the problem, since they are unable to purchase water deliveries or save sufficient supplies. The most fundamental requirements, including agriculture, sanitation, and hygiene, are being badly disrupted, which exacerbates health concerns and puts food security at risk. The impending water crisis has prompted arguments about alternative remedies to ease Jordan's water scarcity, which has led to some positive results. Desalination, which is the process of turning salty saltwater into potable water, is one of the potential solutions that have been suggested. However, because of the high costs of construction and operation, desalination facilities are only available to the more economically developed nations and areas. In addition, an increase in water imports from neighboring nations, such as Israel, has been proposed as another potential solution. Nevertheless, ideas of this nature are frequently faced with opposition, which is driven by the historical and political intricacies involved. That's all for the video today. We will be right back with more such videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video.